Hello and welcome to Sobricks. I'm Adam and this is Sobricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Hidden Side El Fuego's Stunt Truck set. This is set number 70421. It has 428 pieces, and I don't even really know how to quantify what I paid for this. I'll actually put a little clip at the end of my video of the first time I opened this, because this is not sealed right now. When I bought this, the listing said it was factory sealed, brand new, and I was recording video when I opened it. And as soon as I opened it, I knew that it wasn't factory sealed. There was an extra piece of tape that wasn't the original Lego tape, and there was a loose minifigure in here, and the sticker sheet was empty, and I could see the stickers inside the bags, and the bags were like opened and then taped shut. So I'll actually show what that looks like in a little bit here. So I contacted the seller. They told me that they got them in an auction. They were told it was factory sealed, but they didn't really know how to verify it and just took their word for it. But you can actually see right here, there's a little extra piece of tape that's not the Lego tape there. And I'm assuming the Lego tape has an extra one over it as well. But that's not the right tape there, so that's not so if someone were to buy a lot of like a bunch of sets that the person said they were all sealed, a good way to like verify that would be checking this. And if it has that, I would assume it's probably not. And the other side, interestingly enough, the other side doesn't have that extra piece of tape, so this is probably the original Lego tape there. Either way, I contacted them. They ended up refunding me some of my money there, and I wasn't thrilled about that, but they let me keep the item, refunded me some of my money. So I don't really know what I paid for this. I think initially I paid $15 plus a little shipping, and they refunded me $15, so I essentially just paid the shipping, and there's $15.83 they refunded me or something like that. So this was going to be the first Hidden Side set that I built and opened, but after that I didn't want to mess with it anymore. But now that I got refunded and stuff, took care of it, I am going to open this and put this together. I did do the Paranormal Intercept Bus 3000 already, and I really loved it, so I was very excited for these Hidden Side sets, and so I'm excited for this one too. Unfortunately, it's not factory sealed, it's not brand new, so the stickers are already on there, some of the minifigures are already put together, but I'm still gonna enjoy putting it together and taking a look at it. So in this video, I'm going to put this set together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so in this section you can kind of see I try to point out where these bags weren't sealed. But now with that out of the way, while we watch the build for this Lego Hidden Side El Fuego's Stunt Truck set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then to remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including potentially more Lego Hidden Side. All the likes, subscribes, comments, all that stuff really helps my channel a lot. I love reading comments, and so I'm really excited about how much my channel has grown, and I hope to be able to keep doing this for as long as I can, because I'm having a joy doing it, and it makes me very glad that other people might get some enjoyment or some edutainment, or something out of it as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'm just very grateful and very appreciative. So now back to the rest of the build for this Lego Hidden Side El Fuego's Stunt Truck set, and then onto my review for this set. And then if you wanted to see my the first kind of video I was recording when I first opened this set, I tagged that on at the end after my outro, after my Patreon mention and everything, and you can kind of see what happened when I initially opened the box here. So again, back to the rest of the build, and then back to my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Hidden Side El Fuego stunt truck set. So, like I said, I was a little disappointed this wasn't actually factory sealed, but as far as I can tell, everything was included. Stickers were already applied. Some of them aren't applied very well. Some are applied askew, some are applied upside down or just the wrong orientation in general, which I'll try to point out. I didn't go through the process of peeling them off and trying to reapply because I don't know how long they've been on these pieces, but I might be able to figure out a way to get them on there better. But either way, all that considered, this is a really good set. I would have loved to have this set brand new, but because everything's contained here, and I did get a good deal on it, especially now that I got part of my part of what I paid refunded. This feels really, really great. So there's a good amount of stuff to look at here, but the first thing we'll take a look at is the minifigures here. And this is actually the one... There's one missing piece as far as I can tell, and I'll show it in the instructions here. So this first character is Jack. I've gotten Jack in the paranormal bus here. They look like they have kind of a selfie stick looking little thing here. So this is pretty great. This is the same dual molded hood and cap piece with the printing on the cap that came for Jack on the bus set, but a different torso there. So the torso is really nice, kind of a hoodie with some different detailing on it, nothing on the arms. This midsection does have a very faint line on it, and we do have printing on the legs. If we look at the back, we can see the alternate face, and we get some of that other red detailing there. So this is a fine minifigure, good to get that one. Might be one of the main characters here. The other character who's this is their stunt truck. So this is El Fuego. This is the minifigure that was in the box kind of loose here, but the cape was in a sealed container, but we do have the helmet there, no visor, printing on the top of the helmet, which is nice. You can see the alternate face here with a bandage, a different expression from the front. Printing on the torso is really good. You can see that similar kind of emblem target looking thing as the top on the undershirt there, and then they have kind of a little badge here and some different stuff. So I'm not sure what El Fuego does. The back of it is very, very basic, but we do have good printing on the torso with good detail, printing on the midsection with that belt, and printing on the legs there, which is nice. And then we get again the little ghost dog Spencer. So I have two of these now, which is very cute. And then we have the two figures, Joey and Dwayne. So we'll take a look at Dwayne here. Maybe kind of a biker looking thing with some chains there, some metallic, some leather, which is good. The face printing is very good. Good detail for the beard. If we turn the face around, we have a slightly different expression there. Again, no visor for the helmet, but that's okay. Do have printing on the midsection there and printing on the legs. If we look at the back, it says Hairs of Havoc, which is maybe a motorcycle club or something. It looks like rabbits, so Hairs of Havoc. That's pretty cool to get. And this character does get an alternate kind of styling here if they are their kind of spectral ghost looking counterpart. So they get the translucent head and the beard piece there, which is the same beard piece I got in the paranormal set. They also get this kind of minifigure revolver looking accessory in the same color there, kind of that ethereal ghost like pale color there, which is nice. So that's good to get the alternate. The other character we have here is Joey, again wearing a helmet, again with Hairs of Havoc on the back, but this one looks more like denim. You can see the indication of some hips there. Again, printing on the midsection, printing on the legs. So this is really good too. They have a necklace that has maybe the hair logo there, and they do not have an alternate face, but again, they have a kind of alternate thing here, and this was, I thought, was really cool. They have kind of these look like kind of spectral wings or some sort, but also has kind of hands looking bits up there. So I thought that was a really interesting piece. Kind of neat to get that. So those are the 4 minifigures here, but you get some alternate heads and the extra kind of spectral ghost hidden side type stuff. The one piece that Jake was missing, and this is a bummer because these are pretty cool, is a 1x2 printed tile that looks like a cell phone or a smartphone or something that has maybe a hidden side looking ghost on it. So in the bus set that I got, they came with 3 of those. This one was supposed to come with one for Jack, not Jake. For Jack, but I did not find that at all. So that's a bit of a bummer. It's probably a specialty piece. Wish I would have gotten that, but maybe I can still get that from Lego. We will see here. But besides the minifigures then, the first thing you build is this motorcycle, this tricycle, which is for the Hares of Havoc, I would assume. Super simple build, very basic Technic core here. It is a trike, so 3 wheels. Back wheels are a little bit bigger. It's kind of got that chopper look here with the very extended front wheel there. A couple simple gear things that don't do anything here, but look nice. And we do have spots to fit the minifigures there. These stickers were 2 that were applied. Interestingly enough, this sticker on the front of the Nexonite shield with kind of the light and the flames, with the light has a little bit of crack in it. That was the only sticker that was on the sticker sheet that was applied, or wasn't applied. We do have the speedometer here, printed tile, some handlebars. So these figures can be placed on here, sat down, stood up, and be grabbing onto the back of the chair there. Super simple build, but it's recognizable, and it looks pretty cool. Stickers were applied, yeah, so. These are pretty askew, not evenly. Like this one's very crooked. This one is not as bad, but a little better. And I don't always do a perfect job with stickers, but try to do all right. And so anyway, that was this simple enough build as far as a side build goes, or a vehicle for kind of the ghost type characters. That's pretty nice. And then the rest of the build is this Fuego Stunt truck. So I really like this. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at, a lot of features in here. I think these hidden side sets do have a lot of features, but the first thing we'll do, we'll kind of look at the sticker sheets here just so we can see. So we have the couple for the bike there, and this one's for the bike. On the side, on this panel, we have El Fuego, same on the other side. The front, we have a license plate there, very crooked, unfortunately. One right here, sticker, that one's pretty good. This one's applied pretty well. And then there are, I think, one other sticker. Let me double check. There's one more sticker, which is kind of on that slope in the center there. That's one that's put upside down, or not put the right way as per the instructions, and that's on a piece that you can't just flip around because it's one of those sloped type pieces. So I might be able to wait. If I don't think there's a Windex method or different stuff to get them off. Otherwise I'll use an X-Acto knife or whatever there. But I really like this truck besides these stickers. So we get the big wheels here, which remind me of, this has similarities to like the Monster Truck Technic sets a little bit. We have a nice kind of grill here with some kind of pearl silver accents here, some lights up front, which is nice. Good shaping for the hood. Again, maybe some of these silver bits there as well. The windshield piece here, and the top comes off very easily. We have some lights on the top as well, and uses this axle piece for a little extra detail. This just attaches to the windscreen, and then a little bit right there. Mirrors on the side. Doors don't open, so if you're going to sit a minifigure in here, or 2, you're going to have to take off the top. Inside we can see a steering wheel that's not in the center. We also have a speedometer here, which is really good. Some asymmetric building in there, but not a ton. So that's good. And then we have the back of the truck bed where there's a ton of stuff. And now I'm noticing there's at least one other missing piece, which is a minifigure shovel for one of these characters, because that shovel would get clipped right here and it is not there. But there are some pieces that I don't even think were in this set. I'd have to double check the inventory, but I don't think this piece is in here at all, and it was in the bag. So that's one of those weird things about buying a set that unfortunately I thought this was sealed. It was listed and advertised as brand new factory sealed. That wasn't the case, and apparently the seller did not know that, which, you know, I guess I don't know why to believe that or not, but like I say, I did get some money back. But so it is missing that minifigure shovel and that printed tile. But I like these wheels, they spin nice. That's really good. The back axle is connected, the front axles are independent, so they spin independently. Some good stuff on the bottom here, some nice Technic bricks, Technic beams there. At the back we have a ton of extra stuff, so there's not a lot of room in the truck bed here. You could take some of this stuff off, but there is some cool things. So on this side we have kind of this ray gun looking thing, which is maybe for a ghost hunting expedition. And I don't know if there's like a hidden side app thing with this specifically on the bus. I think there was, but if I'm right about the different colored things as far as the app goes, I think where this one has it is in here. So this was a really interesting construction here with these gears, different color bits here, and these pieces on these ratchet hinges here with the interesting kind of pedal pieces there. So if we see in here, we have different colors of these like Technic tubes there. So you have like black, kind of pink or salmon, orange. I think this is yellow or green, and then maybe a light blue. So those are all pretty different colors there, and that can spin. When these, whoops. So I've had that trouble a little bit because these ratchet pieces are so strong. So if you push these bits in, okay. This is what I'm talking about. A little bit finicky here for me to get this, but if you push those in all the way, only one color really shows through the top. Now I thought this back here was the way to turn this, but there's just too much friction there, so that doesn't work. So I think you just turn it with the gears. I'm not positive, but this can't quite overcome the force from these ratchet things. And if these are a little bit up higher, yeah, then this doesn't touch them at all. So I think they're supposed to be all the way down, but if they're open, this can spin it. But if they're closed all the way, and again, it's going to be a little bit finicky there, so that's not super ideal. But I think the idea is that they're in place, and then that's that. So you would have like one color shown at a time. So whenever color is up here and you're pointing the augmented reality camera in the app at this, some different thing would occur in the app depending on what color it's reading there, which I think is implemented nice. It's a cool little thing here, some nice pieces, some good building. Then besides the ray over here, we also have some other little accessories here built on the other side, maybe a little radar dish using some nice pieces there and some good colors. And then at the rear, we don't have a license plate. We have a couple little lights here, and I like the build of the truck bed there. And then there's kind of another little function here where this kind of has some working suspension. So this is really cool. If you see here, there's a spring-loaded kind of, not axle piece, but a spring-loaded Technic bar piece there. And then this piece back here is on a hinge, and it's clipped over, it's put over this little Technic axle. So if you pop that down, the back of this extends. So if it's like this, the back extends up like that, and then you can see that spring in there. So the back lifts up, which means this can kind of bounce around. Now the front doesn't have anything, the front stays fixed, but I really liked this construction. It was pretty neat. When it's up like this, it gives us this really nice forward rake, but also a little bit of movement back there, which is really nice. And I just really like how Lego did this here. It was really interesting to me. I haven't seen anything exactly like it, so that was great to see. And it didn't add like too much. It doesn't feel like it's immediately noticeable that there's like a bunch of extra stuff down here, or it's specifically a lot lot more lifted because of all this stuff down here. So that's very nice and simple enough. Mechanism just works, so that is great to see here. So I really like this. I do wish maybe this turned it a little bit more, but just the piece that this is on, it doesn't really work that way. And I don't know if there's any other specific, hidden side app things here, because the app is no longer available. I can't really check, but again, just looking at this as a Lego set without the app, without the augmented reality, with what's still available in front of me, this is really cool. This is like a set of awesome vehicles. I mean, this isn't too complicated. It looks about right. It looks the part. It's fine for a little side build, but the main build here for this set is this, and this is quite good. I mean, I really, really like this. I was very impressed with the bus, and this is no different. There's just great features, great play features. They look great. They're not like your typical thing. I love the hidden side theme of like spooky stuff and ghosts and different things. It looks like there's maybe another character here that was only for the app, which is Samuel Mason, so I won't be able to see that character, but that's really interesting. And I just had a blast with this. So even on its own, this is a really, really cool set, and I felt the same way about the bus. I like that the bus and this have some similar design things. You can see all these vehicles next to each other, so like these are kind of similar in their builds and their color scheme, which is really nice. Same for the bit over here, and then same for the colors that are in there are very similar to the colors that are under this satellite dish for different hidden side stuff, and then these colors here. So I like that that's the consistency there. Interestingly enough, there's no stud shooters on the Fuego Stunt truck, and because the bus set that I did had that kind of side build that became a character in and of itself, I was really hoping for something like that here. Unfortunately, that isn't the case, but it's still pretty cool. Still cool to get these two kind of ghost minifigures, but also like their non-ghost or non-hidden side version. And while I do wish I could, experience the app a little bit, and I wish Lego would have kept it online for a bit longer so I could see that. This is still a great Lego set on its own. It's really inspired. I love the build. I love the colors. We got nice brick built fenders here. Not too many weird stuff that you see, but the colors are pretty unique in this set anyway. So even if there was the odd blue or yellow pin, it might not bother me that much. And I just think it's a really well-designed, well-built thing. And so I'm very, very pleased with this. So I'm just loving these hidden side sets. So I think there might be a couple other ones that I might be interested in getting. I don't think I'm going to get all of them, but we'll see if I can get good deals for all of them. That might be fun to try to hunt these down, because I am such a horror fan, and this kind of is horror adjacent with ghost hunting stuff. So that's really, really cool. I wish this was actually sealed like it was advertised. It's not. I've been compensated appropriately for that, so that's okay. I'll show the extra pieces here now. Again, I'm not sure about all of these, but we do get an extra of that nice minifigure accessory in that color, extra helmet, extra translucent pieces in here, some pins, 1x1 studs, slopes, tiles, extra printed speedometer piece. One's used in the car, one's used on the bike. Get an extra one there. I don't believe this bar piece is actually used. Oh, well, I guess it is. It is used right here. So I am missing the one printed tile, and I am missing the minifigure shovel. Printed tile is probably an exclusive thing. The shovel, that's an easy enough thing to find, so not a terrible thing there. But those are your extra pieces. And so initially I paid $15 for this, for what I thought was sealed. And then there was a little bit of shipping. So $10 shipping maybe brings it up to $25. I got a little over $15 refunded, and I was told to keep the set. So my effective cost here pretty much nullified what I actually bid on this in an auction. And so I basically just paid for the shipping. Again, it's not my favorite, but I did get a really good deal. So if this was brand new sealed and I paid $15 plus $10 shipping, that's $25 for 428 pieces, 4 minifigures, good minifigures, little small build here, and a really, really nice build here that I think, you know, this is a $20, $30, $40 set, like just this. So that's really, really great. I don't know what this retailed for. I'm imagining 25, 30, 35, 40, maybe up close to the $40 range. I don't know what Hidden Side retailed for, but, you know, for 425 pieces, I could see it being $35, $40. So at $25, this would have made a lot of sense to me, and I was pretty excited about that deal. Given that I did have the issue about it didn't arrive as advertised. I think I'm very fortunate. I mean, it doesn't bother me that too much, because if it's a sealed box or not, I'm going to open it. But I usually do like to, apply the stickers myself, and for different retired sets, there is, for me, some value in still finding a sealed one. But I ended up getting a really great deal on this, so I can't complain too much about that. And I just love this build. I think it's really great. I loved the Bus Hidden Side set, so I'm excited to take a look at some other ones. So yeah, I think I got a good deal, all things considered, which is really nice. But please let me know in the comments what you think about the deal. If you've had experiences buying used sets or sets that you thought were sealed and they weren't. I've had a couple weird things like that, in the last, since I've been doing this, but it doesn't happen too often, but it's happened before. And unfortunately for this one, it was advertised a certain way and it didn't come as advertised, but I think the seller kind of did right by me by refunding some of the money or a majority of the money, and then letting me keep the set. So that's a W in my book. But please let me know what you think about the Hidden Side, or about buying used sets or new sets from the aftermarket or wherever else, and I'll try to hunt down some other Hidden Side sets going forward, because I've really, really enjoyed these. So I really like this. Think I got a great deal. So it's great. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including potentially more Hidden Side, more retired sets, and then just all different LEGO themes, all different sizes, shapes, price points, and piece counts, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming LEGO videos. And if you want to support this channel, you can do that right here on YouTube by super thanks, super likes, super comments, stuff like that. I'm going to set up a membership here, which is essentially a monthly subscriber thing to show support right through YouTube, which is really interesting. It's essentially the same as my Patreon, but just right on YouTube. So I do still have the Patreon. It's in the description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. Over there, you can join for as little as $2 a month, get access to all my videos early before they're on YouTube. But I'm going to set up the members access to get some stuff early as well, but also exclusive videos and tons of other stuff in the works for both the YouTube membership and for Patreon. So every little bit helps, and it is appreciated. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye. Hello and welcome to Sobricks. I'm Adam and this is Sobricks. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. This is a pretty special video for me because in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Hidden Side El Fuego's Stunt Truck set. This is set number 70421. It has 428 pieces, and I paid $15 for this set plus a little bit of shipping. I think the shipping was about $10, so we can just make it be $25. Either way, I believe this set retailed for $40. This is a retired set. The Hidden Side was a theme of LEGO sets that had sort of an augmented reality element to them, and I believe the app is no longer available, so I can't even build this and use the app anymore, which is a real shame. I mean, I know it wasn't that successful, but I would have liked for them to keep the app around or available, even if they didn't update it anymore. I am a big horror fan, and I feel like LEGO doesn't do enough kind of creepy stuff. I know it's a kid's toy, but still, and I heard that there's some really good stuff in here. It looks like we have different ghosts and haunted stuff and whatever. However, unfortunately, I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to see just because I don't have the app for the AR stuff, but I'm hoping there's still enough stuff in here to look at, and I'm hoping that it's still a good Lego set, even divorced from the app stuff, as it should be. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy.